YouTube, what's going on? We're back with some more of the First Descendant. Got another tip video here for you guys. It just kind of goes over the, I go over my graphic settings, what work best for me, just to optimize them. As well as, the weapon bench, go over the modding research bench, as well as the Magisters, materials bench or research materials bench. So, yeah, you guys got any tips or tricks for me? Please feel free to, comment them in. Let me know if you found this beneficial. If you did, please give the video a like. Enjoy. Today we're just going to start off going over the graphic settings. These are the best settings that work for me. I get everybody else is, got different settings that work for them, but these seem to be the best settings that work for me for the game that I have now. I'm really happy with them. I was happy I stumbled across them and I set them up and it's been running really great, so I just thought I'd share them with you all. So in the graphics, ray tracing, if you got it on, that should be switched off. That's obviously huge. that helped a lot. For some reason mine was on. Switch that off. Huge improvement just in doing that. If you're running the NVIDIA, obviously switch to the NVIDIA set. I do run a NVIDIA. I got a 3060 Ti. So we're going to try and push it to its max, and I'll go over a few scenarios as we go through this. I did see an alternate setup for the ADM FSR. I think you can still enable the NVIDIA boost, but then you just have your, I believe it allows you to have an extra frame regeneration rate set to on. That's all it is, but we'll just go over the NVIDIA because that's what we're running here now. The DLS, you want that set to quality. That runs or just allows the pixels to be really smooth, so I really do like that setup. So again, set the additional options, your NVIDIA, DLS to quality, VSync will be off, and you want to enable the boost on the NVIDIA reflex just so you're getting reduced latency on that, and you're just maximizing what you got as far as your your NVIDIA GPU. Frame rate, have that set to unlimited. We'll go over a few scenarios there now, and then all the other options here. That's why this is the graphics mode is set to custom. All of these are set to low. The only ones that you'd want to keep up would be your anti-aliasing. Set that to medium. Your textures to ultra, and your effects to medium, just so the game kind of still looks kind of nice, and then everything else to low, just so you can maximize the frame rate. So for me, just because I'm streaming and I got a bunch of other screens open, what I do test if it is getting really choppy is I will reduce the textures down to medium, keep the frame set at unlimited. If it still feels a little choppy depending on what's going on, I'll actually cap the frames to 144. Once I cap the frames to 144 with the texture set down to medium with the effect and the anti-aliasing, there's no issues with it there. It runs very smoothly no matter what's going on. So right now we're pushing it to the limit just because I like the way it looks. Obviously I want the game to look really nice as I'm playing it, but again, you can scale it down a little bit if you have a little bit less of a graphics card going on. So again, you can cap that at 144 and switch your textures from ultra down to medium, but this really does look nice. And obviously you want the motion blur set to off. So those are my graphics settings. Again, it looks really nice. It's very very responsive. It's beautiful. Looks nice when you're in combat, and does a good job. So another thing we'll go over here too is just quickly over to the weapon bench. So to utilize the weapon bench, I mean, it's got all kinds of things. So we got, first thing we're going to do is the mission. I don't know if there's anything that's worth upgrading here for myself. So let's just say we wanted to upgrade our thunder cage that we have going on here now, because it's a little under leveled. So we would just have to find something a little bit higher. So our max will be 22. We can select a 22 weapon. I guess anything that you're willing to sacrifice. And this is where I was just telling you with the research material. So if you're ever wondering where the precision and chains answer is, it tells you right here too, but it's also on the research table. You can also go into the access info tab that I was just showing you, and it will steer you in the right direction on where to find it. It's actually right here too, and it tells you exactly where to acquire that information. You just dismantle weapons to keep getting the liquid metal. That's all that is there. But we don't want to waste our item on that because we don't need to do that now. And weapon readjust. This is I guess a pretty cool weapon too. Let's see if we can do it with this. So when you're into this, we have a readjustment material here. Again, it takes liquid metal. If you need to readjust it, you can look at your access info. But you can just essentially pick slots that you would want to lock on abilities, and then you could re-roll the ones that you don't want to do it. So let's just say I want to keep explosive attack. I don't need this and I don't need that. I select them, it costs me this, you know, it shoots my adjustment materials out. I'd readjust, it would re-roll those two. It would re-roll the locked one, so I'd want to lock explosive attack. And I'd lock those two, and then I'd re-roll those two by readjust. Sorry, my apologies. That's what you lock the ones that you want, and then readjust and roll. That's kind of how you just kind of upgrade your or reslot your attributes on your weapon. So again, that'll be late game, but that's how that all works when we go into it. And enhance unique ability. Haven't really seen this too much, so we've got one here, so we can maybe use this. And this, I don't know what it does. Oh. So there you go, it just enhances it by taking a lower gauged weapon. We can enhance the some of the stats for our other weapon. It looks like there's other stages that you can do within it. It's 50,000 gold. Let's give it a shot. Beautiful. So we just enhance that, and again the level goes up in turn, so we can do that a couple more times with if you pick up any low level weapons. So it was a good roll on that anyway, so I'm not too worried about redoing it. And if I ever needed to readjust it, you just see, I can just go to the readjust and take some of the slots out. And then we've got the reactor enhancements, so these are honestly really good too. You can only do these so many times. Again, we got the reactor core, but again, you can only go 2 levels high. It takes a lot of mats to do it, so we don't really want to waste these at this particular point now. But you enhance it, it increases your skill power. You can only double the reactor core twice, as you can see down here. It goes double red, single. It is the base level up. You go one more time after that, and then it caps out. And then you would just hit enhance, and it would enhance it up. So that's the weapon table there for you in a nutshell. Alright, another good tip too with Cilion is dismantling your modules. You got tons and tons of mods. There's a quick one here where if you just hit the L, or you just select just select all duplicates and then dismantle them all. This is a great way to farm Kuiper. So I'm just going to gain another 15,600. This is just eliminating all the duplicates real quick. Just a quick easy thing early game, again, to increase the amount of Kuiper you have in your inventory. Obviously you can enhance the modules here as well. We don't have any good ones that I feel like that are worth spending the Kuiper and the gold on right now, so we're just kind of building it all. But this is, for instance, if you wanted to bring in the Fire Master, which has the attributes of skill power, which is really good, and fire skill. So this is probably good for somebody like Lepic, or I can't remember who the other descendant is, Kyle, like is fire based. This would be a huge one to level up. So for here, you would just you can see the capacity cost. It's at 6. You increase it to 7. It's increasing the skill power, and again, the further you go, the more damage and skill. Like we're up at 11%, mastery rank 8. I don't even know if there's a cap. Oh, I see this. It just keeps going up and up and up depending on your mastery rank. So that's just huge. So if you find the right mod to come in here, this is how you level it up and just keep stacking the power. Like skill power damage at 44% when you continuously max it up is crazy. So that's what we're kind of saving, and you see the amount of Kuiper that it takes and gold that's required to do those kind of mod level ups. But This is where you would go to do it, but early game, again, dismantling all the mods that you're picking up, and there's just a lot of junk ones at first. Just come here, select all the duplicates, sell them, start to build your bank on the Kuiper, and obviously there's other missions that you can do too for the Kuiper. So that's a good little trick right there for you guys too. Some of the graphics. So right now we're at Anis. And we're gonna see if we got any research. So within researching, I mean, there's all these things here, and I mean, this is where the whole hub is. Again, we don't have a whole lot of materials because we've already done this. But this is where you would use this for your weapon bench to continuously upgrade your weapons. So this is what we're kind of using early game. And then obviously there's all of these, you know, that for the Descendants, unlocking all of the Descendants, Ultimate Descendants, this is where we come to do it. I guess the most important thing is, even though I'm not using this, is to use your journal. So your access info, my apologies, use your access info. And then within your access info, this has absolutely everything that you absolutely need. So for instance, if you're looking for a module or an external component, or, you know, a core, I don't even know really what to say. If you're looking for a Descendant grave, this is what you need. This, you know, to you know, we already have glazed code. Now we're looking for, you know, Animorphs for each one of these that we need to get one of these, and to make one of these, to research it, it takes, you know, each and every single one of those to make it. So, you know, we could research this, or we can go after this acquisition info. This is where it is, under hard, normal. It's in a resource box, you know. Angina Desert, it's in a munitions box, resource box. So that's pretty crazy. We just gotta start smashing a whole lot of those. So the journal is huge. It tells you where to go for these materials and where they're located. Your journal is absolutely or your access info is absolutely crucial into absolutely finding anything you could ever want in the game, and this is what we'll be using when we go, you know, looking for our weapons. You know, because again, there's you know, weapons that we have here that'll benefit Viesa. So again, access info, super huge. This is where you locate everything that you absolutely need within your research materials when it comes to Anis. So they go hand in hand. So if it comes overwhelming to look at this, just pick something that you want to go after, and again, get into your menu, access info, and again, you can look at your enhancement materials or your materials, select it, what's needed to make it, and if you're missing one, you know, that's a quest, something can be improved. So there's, you know, encrypted storage, NZO, hard, normal, encrypted storage box. Again, like, it tells you exactly where you need to go, so it's huge. That's how you, that's to simplify to make it easy, but that's how you go about farming everything, and that's kind of where we're gonna be at. So that's you in a nutshell. So that's basically all that I really know up to this point, and that's what we're just kind of trying to grow on. Those are the core main sets. You got your research, your mods, your weapon bench, and then obviously I went over the you know, the optimal graphic settings, and we're just gonna carry on from there.
You said something? I'm sorry. My thoughts were elsewhere.
Sorry, I know you probably wanted some rest after taking out that Colossus. Anyway, like I said over comms, we've discovered Ironheart traces in Vespers. I had business to attend to with the Order of Truth, so I was hunting down some Vulgus there. Suddenly, the guide appeared, claiming she felt the pulse of an Ironheart in the area, and then simultaneously in multiple areas. According to the guide, these multiple signals weren't byproducts of the Ironheart like Alzarok was. Comparing it with the data we have now, there really seems to be a difference. Now, well, It's obvious, isn't it? We have no other choice but to check every single location she's detected. When I came back to HQ to report on my operation, they told me to take reinforcements. And I chose you. Jeremy makes me very uncomfortable. But I have no trouble trusting you. So, you in? I'll take your silence as consent. I knew you'd accept, even if you didn't actually say it. We'll head to the Vespers outpost once you're ready. It'll give Dr. Glay time to join us.
Why am I hearing the R2-D2? Alright, let's just go to Vespers. Alright, we got shit to do. We got some stuff to do.
You're here. I thought you'd be late.
We've got a few things to do. We need to hurry.
What seems to be the problem? We've received operation details. The Ironheart pulse has supposedly been detected in this area, but it's impossible to triangulate since it's dispersed in several directions.
That's correct, Glay. I can feel it clearly, but it's hard for me to pinpoint its exact position. However, I can confirm it is in this zone.
We were deployed here to find one thing, and now we also have to find the Ironheart. We'll have to look under every rock in Vespers.
Freyna and I were sent here to look for a group of Vulgus, who have stolen RK serum from Jaber and some other descendants. Freyna, Sharon, even I've already had my RK serum stolen by them once. Things will only get worse if we let them take any more of it.
Those bastards. They satisfy their own desires by taking everything we humans have. They have to be stopped.
If the Ironheart is
'em.
underground, then it makes sense that we're detecting the pulse in multiple locations. Not only is 55% of the surface of Vespers composed of slickenside, but this zone has a high distribution of strange-looking rocks. It's also one of the few zones where there are Ancestors' ruins on the surface, and most of the Ancestors' ruins are built out of slickenside. That's why it's difficult to pinpoint the exact point of origin of the pulses. The characteristics of slickenside
Glay,
make
you're
it
so
easier
smart.
for pulses to pass through it, which means there's a higher probability of pulses being detected simultaneously from multiple directions.
When I analyze the strata, there are spaces that feel empty to me. They are most likely where the Ancestors' ruins can be found. All entrances to these spaces
Something just got blown
emit
up right in
pulses
front
of
of us right
similar
there.
intensity. However, you will need to confirm in person whether these places are the correct paths to lead us to the Ironheart.
In that case, we'll need to check all the places detected by the guide. There's no way the Vulgus didn't prepare for this.
All right, let's spread out and find the entrance that leads underground. That'll split the enemy's attention, so it's a good tactical approach as well.
Freyna, I understand there are specialized drones that Albion has created to find the Ironheart.
That's correct. Enzo's sending the drones here shortly.
That is excellent news. Let's begin our search for the Ironheart in earnest.
In earnest. Exactly.
This is Enzo. I have set coordinates for the scan drone. However, Vulgus forces have been spotted in the area. If the drone is damaged, it may make this operation more difficult. We need you to eliminate all enemies within the operation zone. These ones may not pose much of a challenge, but another force is inbound. Prepare yourself.
Even the Vulgus know that there is an Ironheart here.
High-level enemy has been detected. Prepare for engagement.
Shall we race? Loading.
Target spotted. Danger assessment. Normal. Defeating the Vulgus will force the enemy to retreat.
Enemy forces within the operation zone have been eliminated. Great job.
Oh, I think I like the red dot on my grapple.
This is Enzo. I have set coordinates for the scan drone. However, Vulgus forces have been spotted in the area. If the drone is damaged, it may make this operation more difficult. I need you to eliminate all enemies within the operation zone. These ones may not pose much of a challenge, but another force is inbound. Prepare yourself.
They have guards stationed at the entrance. Even the Vulgus know that there is an Ironheart here.
High-level enemy has been detected. Prepare for engagement.
Target spotted. Danger assessment. Normal. Defeating the Vulgus will force the enemy to retreat.
Enemy forces within the operation zone have been eliminated. Great job. scan drone has been successfully transferred. If you approach it, it will recognize your receive and activate scanning operations.
Descendant, I was able to connect with the scan drone through your receive. I will analyze the geological data that has been collected and narrow the range of potential entrances.
The enemy has detected the waves being emitted from the drone. You must protect it so we don't lose the data.
Data acquisition at 100%. Connection to the drone has been severed. Reanalyzing the
That one's
collected data.
ridiculous.
You can't escape.
Hey there, Descendant. I'm
Get out of
Catherine
this
Hill,
one.
a biotechnology researcher. You can call me Kate. Don't worry, I don't need anything special. I'm looking for samples from Order of Truth units. The good thing about the Order is that they have a high composition of organic matter, so it makes it easy to track biosamples. We might even be able to get data that could help us with tracking the Ironheart. If you could, I need you to help me collect biosamples from the Order of Truth. Although it pains me to say this as a bioengineer, we need to ignore ethics around how you collect samples from the Vulgus. Basically, eliminate them first, then collect the samples. Simple, right? It's trying to steal the samples you collected. Destroy the interrupter. details with you.
This is Glay. I've found something. Meet me at the Ruins Outpost.
But I got weapons too. Alright. Find that one again.
Hey there, Descendant. I'm Catherine Hill, a biotechnology researcher. You can call me Kate. Don't worry, I don't need anything special. I'm looking for samples from Order of Truth units. The good thing about the Order is that they have a high composition of organic matter, so it makes it easy to track biosamples. We might even be able to get data that could help us with tracking the Ironheart. If you could, I need you to help me collect biosamples from Order of Truth. Although it pains me to say this as a bioengineer, we need to ignore ethics around how you collect samples. Basically, eliminate them first, then collect the samples. Simple, right? Descendant, an interrupter is trying to take... No, it's trying to steal the samples you collected. Destroy the interrupter. Thanks, Descendant. I'll analyze this quickly and share the details with you.
I'm loading.
Yeah, we'll keep it like that. It's like less intrusive or something. It's getting weird. It's getting weird there.
All right.
What you
How
got
can
for
I
me,
help?
Glay? What you got? What you got? What you got? What you got? What you got?
This place has been mentioned in records throughout history. And as the name suggests, these are the ruins. Turns out this is where the greatest recorded number of ancestors gather. Investigation by the excavation team and analysis by the Magisters uncovered records mentioning the breakout of civil war. The ruins are evidence, remnants of this war. We don't yet know why the civil war happened. Albion collapsed as a result of the war, and this is the only surviving record.
Given the Ironheart is here, that may have been a factor behind the outbreak of any civil war. Past or present, the Ironheart definitely has the capability to turn the fate of Ingress upside down. That hasn't changed. There were
Go
bound
get
to be
it.
conflicts.
This is the first I've heard of this civil war. Frena's theory is quite interesting. The Ironheart in Ingress. It could be powerful and dangerous enough to turn the fate of everything in existence upside down.
Glay, I know you're a medical doctor. Do you have doctorates in history and geology as well?
I just wanted to be able to
Smart,
explain
keep
anything
hands.
my daughter was curious about. To be the person who could answer any questions she asked.
Sounds like you'll have a lot to talk about once she returns. You must have experienced and learned countless things during the time she's been away.
I have so much to tell her, we'll probably stay up all night. Anyway, we should hurry. Guide, can you do an in-depth analysis of the ruins, please? There must be an entrance somewhere.
Enzo here. I've been able to expand my range to the vicinity of the ruins thanks to the data acquired by the drones and the guide. Transmitting surface analysis information and intel on potential entrances to Aceves.
That's not far from my current position. I'll go.
Glay, I'll go. That's where the bastards from the Order of Truth have settled. I'm the only one who can withstand the toxins they use.
I'll leave it to you then.
HQ will continue to monitor the situation. Should anything happen to Freyna, report immediately. Guide, it's just as you said. Vulgus have realized there is an Ironheart here. A Vulgus battleship has been spotted heading to our current location.
A battleship. Then there can be no doubt that there is an entrance here.
Watch out. Movement on your right flank. Spotted. There's too many blind spots. Get to the top of structures and engage them from there. forces is inbound. Watch out.
Descendant, they aim to prevent you from reaching the entrance. Exercise caution when engaging them in combat.
All enemy forces have been eliminated. Excellent job. Guide, just as you said, the Vulgus have realized there is an Ironheart here. A Vulgus battleship has been spotted heading to our current location.
A battleship. Well, there can be no doubt that there is an entrance here.
Spotted. There's too many blind spots. Get to the top of structures and engage them from there. Forces is inbound. Watch out.
Descendant, they aim to prevent you from reaching the entrance. Exercise caution when engaging them in combat.
All enemy forces have been eliminated. Excellent job.
Yeah, I did that second intercept. Yep. Yeah, your buddy from Stratford. Yeah, Stratford. Yeah, you said it there. Yeah. Yeah, just in the Vespers right now.
Hey, Descendant. I heard Vulgus electrical equipment is obstructing the search operation. Vulgus generators emit powerful static. That's probably what's getting in the way. There is a solution, of course. I'll tell you when I spot a unit which has a high voltage fuse. Then you just need to blow the circuits using the fuses. Identified. Take it out.
Smooth as ice.
Second fuse reaction confirmed. All right, let's keep it rolling.
Oh, yo, bro. Thanks, buddy. Gotta. Yeah.
How has it spread this
Yeah,
far?
man. Really
Guessing
shouldn't
the
appreciate
infection
it.
rate at the entrance has
Thanks,
increased.
bro.
The bacteria reproduces at an incredibly fast rate.
You're just
and
competing
it's
against
extremely
yourself, though. That's the
viscous,
problem.
So it's almost impossible to get rid of. Another entrance. We won't be able to use that one anymore.